Good night, fellow punchers. The clock on the wall is 10:30 on Sunday night. Another night indoors. I was out earlier, had my lunch, late lunch, early evening in Hannon's Hotel. Roast beef, grand. Gravy, grand. Mashed potatoes, grand. Carrots, peas, grand. But the turnips, you want a steak knife to cut them, so they had to be left one side. They didn't see much of the hot water. Grand sherry trifle to finish though. Great place for sherry trifle. Dinner and dessert 20, nearly 29, 28, 80 or something. I don't know which was which. I didn't get a receipt. Not far off 30. Prices are going up and the restaurant's looking for VAT off. You'd wonder, will they pass it on to the customer? I doubt it. Today we had what? Art Day. A shout out to Jeremy Murphy from the Kingdom. He left a message. I meant to answer him back. He used to be in Chicago. I've one message for him, up the tones. We had Magira in the sprint, the Prix de l'Abbé. Got a shocking ride from Schumacher. Last one, coming up the middle of the track. Last one to ask a horse, and he got beaten by a nose into fifth. Should have been probably half a length fourth. And it's not my pocket talking, it's just a fair judgment of the race and what he was waiting for. Next off was what Shannon Bank finished second, needs further. And horses that need further, you'd imagine to be closer to the pace. He was content to stay on the rail in about fifth place when he could have moved up a bit sooner, and then he had to switch around horses. Finished, and the bird had flown an outsider, 16-1. Lord Massousis ran a good race, but the other one was just classier, dropped in class back down from a grade 1 to listed company. Did I do the reverse forecast? I didn't. And the trainer had won the previous race with an old horse of ours, Grey Leader. I was looking at him yesterday evening and there was only 6 in the race. And I thought the favourite would be hard beaten. I left it alone, and 1 at 12-1 is so frustrating. Similar to when you get frustrated, as Fura winning the sprint, a former horse of ours, I had believed that the sprint course would be soft to heavy. When I heard Ed Walker talking before the race started about the good being in the ground in the middle of the track on the sprint track, I said to a fella, I said, that'll bring S4 into it. And the big race, there's no need to study for him anymore. All you have to do is wait until the draw comes out. And you don't have to back the winner. You can back the 1, 2, 3. Stalls 1, 2, and 3 were first, second, and third. And the Tricast paid, I think it was 466 or 466, I think. Aventure ran well, got position as I thought, and was in an equally similar position to last year, except it was slightly wider. But it didn't fulfill its run. Just probably ran a bit too keen. The jockey, I don't know, was it his style or what? He was sitting in a different position than normal. I don't know, was he letting the horse run or the horse was he trying to restrain or what? But unlucky for Mini Hawk, but the famous Aga Khan colours won it again, and Saucy was third. We had one. The one I avoided, Mount Ferton's, collapsed. Better hurler. That's 3 attempts at fences and no good. He doesn't jump fluent enough. They'll probably go back over hurdles. And we had one in England. finest view. It wasn't the finest view to watch it, I'll tell you anyway. One that ran out of the handicap in the summer plate. I thought the other one might be have better. Was carrying a stone lower, but that angle wasn't to be. Anyway, tomorrow I have a sort of this. This is the. I was targeting this race, 6 furlongs, soft ground. Fine interview. We tipped it the last time it finished third. Didn't seem to get home over 7. Has won 3 times and has won on 6 furlongs in soft ground, including over course and distance, which has drawn 1 that time and went out and it won easy. There's 3 well handicapped horses in it. That's one. Trilby, a former horse of ours as well. That's a closer. An Irish Nectar. That was sort of eye-catching enough the last time was that in the Bronze Cup? Or was it the Silver Cup? It must be the Bronze. Irish, our fine interview, 4-year-old. That would be first time cheek pieces. It opened 11-4. It's into about 9-4 now with some of them. As you can see, it was £12 lower when it hosed up in Pontefract last year. And I see there's no corresponding race in this. I thought to the division of this it might have won, but it's on the card. But you see the 4K. It was the smallest race it ran in a long time. Look at the other one, 16, 12, 25, 10. That was a classified stakes race. But it was Irish Nectar. What I might suggest is maybe a Tricast combination. If it comes in, it comes in. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You won't be down much. Rather than trying, because this horse you see as well, the 2 last runs, as one on soft ground at 80 and 82 with one before. In a dilemma. That's short, you see. It shouldn't be that short, and it'll probably drift again. There's one in Tipperary. It's a long way to Tipperary. There's a handicap hurdle there. There's that forum with the one way back today from that same race. This horse was second in it. It was staying on second. That was over 2-6 and a bit. It closed willingly to the line. Extra step up and trip, extra furlong here should be a plus to it. Now, it has never won and it's inconsistent, but I was looking sort of they're paying 5 places for an each way play in Tipperary. That's the only one I could find. There's one in Killarney. The Fav, this is a mile 3 on heavy ground. The Fav is Killarney for Dermot Weld. He's never ran at the trip before. 2-1 is a bit short. If you look at it there, 7-8, 7-7, 8-8, 8.5, 8.5. And although it ran well on the Curragh there, it was yielding ground and 10.5 furlongs. But God the Highness, if they make use of this, he's a big one, big old horse, galloping type. If they make use of his stamina, it ran to the line and yielding ground there in Sligo. Handbrake on here, the 3 runs. Got a rating of 60, but last time on heavy ground in Listowel, it ran on. So it's a galloping track. Let him out in front, sort of up at the pace. Keithan Kennedy, it's a apprentice jockey, he's not too bad. Um, 9-2 shot. Actually, that Lord Massouse's today, the numbers book, he was paying 3 places in a 7-horse race. And similar tomorrow, that's 9-2. They're paying 3 places. It's worth in each way with paying 3 places in to if he finished second or something. Anyway, it's not that, but this. Bash the bookies over and out.